If f of x is equal to u of x divided by v of x, and if u prime and v prime, the derivatives, both exist, then the derivative of f is a quotient, and on top in that quotient is v times the derivative of u minus u times the derivative of v all over v squared. I like to think of this as the VOV over v squared rule. The letters in the rule, just like with the product, almost spell out a word. The VOV on top and the v squared in the bottom. The key thing, though, is here it's subtraction in the VOV. So now all we have to do is put the primes on each of the second factors on the terms in the numerator, and that gives us the rule that we had up here. So when I do this, I think of VOV over v squared, put the primes on each one of the second factors. So let's try that out. Find the derivative of f of x equals the quantity 6x squared plus x on top and 3x squared minus x minus 12 on the bottom. This is the one that we broke up into our u and v earlier. We made u 6x squared plus x and v 3x squared minus x minus 12. Now, in order to apply that VOV over v squared rule, we need to know what u prime and v prime are. So if we take the derivative of 6x squared plus x, we get 12x plus 1. If we take the derivative of 3x squared minus x minus 12, we get 6x minus 1. So now let's write down the rule and start putting in the pieces. When we apply the quotient rule, we see that we have VOV over v squared with the primes on each of the second factors and subtraction. Notice if we were to put these backwards, it wouldn't work anymore. When we do the product rule, if you get them backwards and you write, instead of VOV, you write UVU, although I don't know why you'd ever write UVU when you can say VOV. But if you did that, it wouldn't make any difference on the product rule. On the quotient rule, you have to have it as VOV over v squared. That minus is only on one term, and it's the uv prime term, not the other terms. If you got it backwards, it wouldn't work. So now we'll go ahead and put our values in. So in place of v, I put 3x squared minus x minus 12. In place of u prime, 12x plus 1. Now I'm going to subtract the u, which was 6x squared plus x, times v prime, which was 6x minus 1, and on the bottom, v squared, or 3x squared minus x minus 12 squared. Just like our product rule, if I was actually doing a problem where I needed this answer, I might go ahead and simplify. Mostly I'd simplify this top. But here, all we're trying to do is demonstrate the quotient rule, so I'm not going to try and simplify things any farther.